Hi guys, I'm going to go over y'all's assignments for summer school for 2020 for vet med applications or vet practicum. And so I'm going to present my screen and we'll go take a look at those assignments and get a brief kind of description and what you're going to be doing on those. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. So this is what the top of your packet's going to look like. All right, if you have any questions, make sure to talk to your advisor or you can call the school with any other questions about this information or where to turn it in. There's some helpful information right here for you too. So your first assignment is going to be the When I Grew Up, so it's career lessons and activities. And so what you're going to do on this assignment is there's one assignment that you have to complete, which is going to be what is your dream job? So that assignment you have to complete, and then you choose one other lesson. So it could be the B, C, or D activity, and you complete that. You complete one of those. So you choose one of your own from here, and then you must complete this one. And so we'll go down here and take a look at this. And so this is like, what is your dream job? So this is the one that you have to complete. So you'll just fill in what your dream job is here, and then keep going about filling in the rest of this activity. Okay, so then this would be your first option to do as your own assignment, one of your choice assignments. There's another one. Let my computer catch up. And there's the third one. Okay. All right. And then so your next assignment is going to be your clinical examinations. Right? And so you're going to read the following information that's provided for you about the clinical examinations that you would perform in a veterinary clinic. Okay? And then you are going to create your own clinical exam. And this is going to include the history and a physical exam. So you'll read this information through here, and then you're going to come up with your own system and your own clinical exam evaluation. So you can go through here, read some of the important parts of each part, and then you'll create your own exam if you were doing it with a patient. And so here's kind of some layouts of some ones that some clinics use. All right, and our next assignment is going to be about laboratory procedures. So this is going to be blood tests, fecal exams, and urinalysis. Okay, so you're going to complete the reading, and then you're going to use the worksheet at the bottom to compare and organize information about each laboratory test. And so it starts with the blood test, and then it's into fecal examinations, and then urinalysis. All right, here's that worksheet. So I have some items filled in for you to kind of give you some guidance on how to answer these. So what is it identifying is this is what is the test looking at? So for a blood test, we're looking at white blood cells, red blood cells, everything like that. Okay, how is it analyzed? So like when we actually perform the test, what are the deciding factors to tell us what's happening? So like in a urinalysis, you're going to look at the color of the urine. You do dip tests, and so this gives you multiple results. And we also examine the sediment. Okay, when do we need to do this test? So why is this needed in the veterinary practice? So for fecals, they normally do them at least 4 times during the first year of life. And then kind of depends on when the animal comes in after that. Okay, what infections and abnormalities does this test show? So what is the blood test showing you? What is the fecal exam telling you? And what is your analysis? So what, unnormal things is this actually pointing us to? And then you're going to tell us how it's performed. And so you'll give some steps. So blood tests would be like drawing the blood from the patient and then getting it into the tube. Fecals would be actually the actual testing of the fecal sample. So there's multiple ways to do that. And the urinalysis is going to be the same thing, the ways that we actually test the urine. Okay. Your next assignment is going to be over hospital procedures. Okay, so you're going to learn about different procedures such as CPR, hydrotherapy, shock, bleeding, multiple things through here. And at the very end, you're going to complete this worksheet. And so what you're going to do in this worksheet is you will be able, you can just draw lines to which descriptions match which procedure. So on this side, you'll draw a line to 1, and so there's one item matches one item over here. And then on this side, you're going to match the type of procedure that it goes to over here. So, for example, your emergency procedure, it can go to multiple, and it will go to multiple items over here. And so you'll just draw a line to every one that's an emergency procedure, and same thing with all the other categories. Okay, your next assignment is going over surgical equipment. So there's multiple tools and items that you are going to have to be able to know in the vet clinic. And so this is a kind of an introduction into some of them and some of the most popular ones. So there's an image here to kind of give you an idea of what they look like. If you're able to, I'd suggest you looking them up on your phone or at home if you have that capability. But if not, there's this description and a little picture that'll help you out. So you'll go through these. Let me go back to the instructions really quick. So you'll go through these, and then you're going to create your own veterinary equipment bag. So if you had to perform emergency surgery out in the field, so say that you're just walking around and then all of a sudden an animal is going to need surgery. You wanted to pick 6 tools that you need to have in your bag to help you perform the surgery. So to you, what do you think are the most 6 important tools to have in your bag? And then you're going to draw a representation of the tool. So it doesn't have to be the best. If you can find if you can print out pictures, you can do that also. But you're going to have a representation of the tool, a brief description of what it is. So what does it actually do? And then why you included it. So there's 3 parts: the picture, the description, and then why you put it in your tool bag. And so right here, you can, this is kind of the page for that. And so you'll be able to do that here. All right, so our last assignment is going to be over blood tests. Blood tests are very important in the veterinary clinic. This is going to tell us a lot of information, but you also have to know what is a normal range and what's not normal. So how to actually read the test when you get the results back. So you're going to be making yourself a cheat sheet pretty much. So in this cheat sheet, you are going to make kind of a guide for dogs, cats, horses, and cattle of their normal ranges and abnormal ranges. So you're going to have like your green range, and then you would have like your high or your low, and then your high range that aren't normal. And so you're going to create a chart for that. Okay. This should be 1 page. If you need to use front and back, you can do that. But there's some information about CBC, so the complete blood counts. And then here, alphanumeric is a very great reference ranges. Okay, so you'll see like red blood cells. You gotta make sure to pay attention to the units, but this is for dog, cat, horse, pig, cow. Okay, and then I have some of the abbreviations if you're unsure what you're needing. So here's some of what they actually abbreviate. So like PEC cell volume is actually known as PCV. And then the composition, the hemoglobin's HGB. Okay? And then the other part of this assignment is knowing the composition of blood. So you need to know what percentage is the red blood cells, the white blood cells, and the plasmas, what makes up red blood cells, what makes up white blood cells, and what makes up your plasma. So that's another part to your chart. And that will be it for these 6 assignments. I wish y'all the best of luck, and y'all have a great rest of your summer.